David, how satisfying was that ending after such an eventful game?
Yeah, no, it was for sure. It's nice to score a couple. It's been a while for me here, so it felt pretty good.
How have you been through something like, I mean, seeing a coach ejected, that's...
I don't remember for a while. It's surprising with the guys we had in St. Louis with Berube and Steve Ott. At times they can get pretty crazy back there, but no, I don't know. Like I didn't really hear what happened, but it's rare that you see Newsy say too much. I don't know exactly what happened.
Dylan, what was that like on the bench?
It was interesting. I think Newsy handled it well. He got out of there. He gave just kind of gave it to the assistants, trusted them. But I think it was pretty harsh what the conversation was, and I've seen much worse. So that's about all I have to say about that. I don't really think he was deserving of being ejected, but it meant kind of fired us up, and got us going for sure. We took too many penalties, but it was an emotional game, and the emotions got the best of us at times. But we played well and got one on the power play at the end when it mattered.
Dylan, when things were slipping away there in the third period, how were you guys able to kind of regroup there?
In the second period?
In the second period?
Yeah.
In the third, really.
I thought the first and third were good. We just took too many penalties in the second, and we battled, and we got the timely goal scoring, and they took a penalty, and we scored, and then DP with the hat trick. It was pretty cool. He's been grinding for that, and I think although not many guys would say it, I think a lot of guys are happy for him.
David, I think that's your ninth of your career. Does it feel any different at 34?
Was that? I didn't hear that.
I think it's the ninth hat trick of your career. Do they feel any different at 34 than they did at 23, 24?
I think I got more recently than I got when I was in my early 20s, so hopefully I keep doing that. And what else? Maybe one more this year and next year. So I don't know. I think my favorite one was definitely the one in playoffs last year, but other than that, I don't know. You just keep playing. I don't really think about that really too much, but it's nice to contribute, help out, and I haven't done it nearly enough recently, so that felt good.
You guys are just as surprised as I am. We could find the keys for Newsy. The cuffs are still on him in the back.
Bob, obviously a very eventful night here. Just how would you put this into words?
Well, I think I think the team's play speaks for itself. I thought that we came out in the first, obviously ready to play. We fell into some penalty trouble in the second period. And after that incident where Newsy got thrown out, I thought that the guys came together, played hard, played inspired, and that team over there is fighting for their lives, fighting for a playoff spot, and they played hard, and we matched in intensity. So it was good to see.
Were you able to talk to Derek in the intermission and kind of get his thoughts? Or? Yeah,
I think he was a little emotional about it. We all were. We thought that we made a great goalie interference challenge, and I guess we're frustrated. Some of the consistency that we see day in day out with calls like that, and it happens. It was a pretty important part of the game, and got them back in it. So it was frustrating that it didn't go our way, but. We moved on, and like I said, I thought the guys responded well.
Have you ever been ejected in a game?
Sorry?
Have you ever been ejected as a coach?
I believe I have once, yes. Yes.
Bob, sometimes in those kind of games like that, when a coach gets ejected, and you certainly see it in other sports, kind of fires up the team. Did you sense that was happening after he walked off?
I did, and I thought that we got through the second period because the penalty trouble, and I thought it was more so in between the second and third in the dressing room. The guys knew that we wanted to go out, and obviously the players felt it as well. The frustration, and I think they channeled it the right way. And Pittsburgh didn't stop coming in the third. They came at us hard, and we had to weather the storm a little bit and find a way to get our game back. And once we did, I thought that we did some good things.
Bob, were you guys surprised he got tossed? I mean, you always hear stuff on the bench or whatnot.
I was surprised. I was standing pretty close to him, and I didn't think Newsy's a very respectful guy and a well-liked guy and respected in the league, and he has a good rapport with all the referees and the officials and the linesmen. So I'm a little bit surprised by it for sure. But heat of the moment thing, and I think that for whatever reason they made the decision to toss him. But we knew that we had to come together, and I think that it was nice to see the players respond. And there wasn't a lot said with the coaching staff. I think the players sort of just knew that themselves, and our leadership group. You see the guys that led our team tonight, and David Perron and Larkin and and Mo Sider, guys like that. They all stepped it up, and those are your best players. Got to be your best players.
Up 3-0 at the end of the first, and tied 3-3 at the end of the second. Then to pull away at the end. How valuable is it for a young team to go through those highs and lows of a game to then pull out this result?
Yeah, it's great for all these guys in experience, especially, we got a lot of guys here from Grand Rapids in the last couple of weeks, obviously, and, to be with the team and win some games and being competitive, and a lot of these guys are making a difference, Austin Zarnik and guys like that have stepped right in and got some, big responsibilities on the ice. I think it's good for all these guys to. We know how tough this time of season it is. We've asked these guys to push as hard as we can to the wire, and they are. When even in our losses, we've played some good hockey games, and our compete's always been solid here for the last few weeks, even though it hasn't gone our way, and that's a real positive sign.